This time on Hobby Journeys, we're looking at the pre-orders for the 17th of February with lots of mini tanks and big space marines.
Oh,
hello.
Welcome to Hobby Journeys. So this time on Hobby Journeys, as always, we're looking at the pre-orders for next Saturday, which is the 17th of February, seeing what's coming out and so on. So, shall we get into it, Matthew? Let's do it, eh? So, looking at what went up on sale last Saturday, which would have been the 10th, I think, February. It was the Black Library celebration. There were lots of books. In terms of miniatures, a bit light. We just had the one, which was Uff-Tac Blackhawk. Guy balancing a gun with squig. We talked about him last week, didn't we? Standard character price for a big-ish model is $27.50. That's what that's going as. So there we go. And then coming on to the Sunday preview. So, last week, as I say, a little bit light on new releases that were really exciting to us. I think this week's going to be a bit more exciting. We've got some Space Marines. And we've got some Legions Imperialis. You know, couldn't be much better. Couldn't be much better, Matthew. So, let's have a look. We've got Space Marine Captain Terminator armor. So this guy, it can be assembled in different ways. So you're getting like a multi-part kit. So you can put on whatever you want. What are you thinking?
It's okay.
So okay. Well, bear in mind you're getting lots of options here. So it's not just.
I do like that gun.
You like that gun there? That thing that's a melter pistol?
Yeah, instead of that one.
The Storm Bolter.
Is there a helmet, head with helmet?
I'm probably. We'd have to look at the sprue when it goes up on sale, but I suspect
if
so.
If there's not, you'll have one lying around.
I've got a few helmets like, because you can always use the unhelmeted ones for a normal squad member and then pop a helmet head on. That's basically what I did with the Space Marine Captain out of Leviathan. I mean, I think my only real comment on this is that I've already got Leviathan, so I've got a Terminator Captain, so I don't need another one. And I suspect pretty much anyone who might be interested in this kit probably has the Leviathan box and therefore probably has the
You still
Terminator
might
Captain.
get it because you might want to.
I think the key thing with this is he's one for posterity. So I think right this moment, everyone's got Terminator Captains. But, maybe in 2 years, 3 years, this guy's still going to be on sale and he's going to be the Terminator Captain, multi-part, so you can assemble him as you want with whichever options. And, he'll be the go-to model.
You never know, people might not have enough sprues to paint and they might get it.
Yeah, very true. I mean, to be fair though, the first issue of the new Hatchet Parkworks magazine Combat Patrol is coming with the Terminator Captain and the Fly Tyranid guy, and that's $2.99 for those two. Everyone is going to have the Terminator Captain. Everyone will have him.
Yeah, but they're different captains.
They are. Well, to this one, but it is basically, you can only really field one captain in your army. It'd be a bit weird not to field more than that, so...
Maybe it's like how it was in Spartan, you got two of everything.
Well, maybe that is. Maybe two kings, that sort of thing. So maybe you're right. But, I mean, I like the model, though. I think it is a solid model. I do like it. I'd probably build... I do like the... power, the big power fist, maybe with a combi flamer, that'd be nice.
That.
Oh, maybe the melt gun, that's also nice.
That with the sword.
You think the sword? You prefer the sword to that? Yeah, well, maybe so. But here we are. Then we've got Heroes of the Chapter.
I didn't like these.
I mean, these guys are all the guys who were in Leviathan, or some of the guys got in Leviathan. So you got some Sternguard veterans. I'm imagining these are the push fit models.
The only one I like out of these is him.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, the lieutenant.
Yeah.
With the I think that is a good model. I've got a lot of time for that. I will get him painted at some point soon. Painted off one of my Dark Angels. I think that's my plan. The Apocryphy is a decent model as well.
I don't like the Apocryphy. Army.
No, do you not? Well, I think it's a solid model. It's all good. I like the lieutenant. I like all of these, to be fair, but I do already have them all because, like I say, I had the Leviathan box.
You wouldn't really see an Apocryphy straight in the battle. Usually, wouldn't they be in the aftermath of the battle?
Well, they've got to be in the depths of that battle so they can get harvesting that gene seed. All their falling brothers.
Is there a certain time for the gene seed to like?
Does it go off? It does have an expiry date. It's got a best before date on it, I think.
Because wouldn't they wait for the battle to be over before they go and collect
I don't know what the logistics of it are, but something along those lines. But yeah, anyway, so if you're into that, I mean, if you've got the Leviathan box, you're not going to be picking this up because the characters you're going to be duplicating. Stone Guard, I'm guessing you could have more than one of each, so I'm sure that'll be fine. But I don't think the other guys can be that into. Again, the Blistered Rednaught. I'm sure that out of all the Leviathan boxings, I think you could probably double up on this one quite happily if you're wanting to get some long range stuff on the go. This fella's the chap to go for. I did used to like the old school Dreadnought that had the double last cannon and missile launcher combo. I'm not so keen with this one though. I think I'd probably switch out one of those arms for a close combat weapon, probably from if you got the Furiosa Dreadnought, which has got 2 power claws, you could switch one arm for each and make it a bit more balanced.
A power claw.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd have the last cannon as a power claw, and then
a massive sword.
You want the Dreadnought with a massive sword?
Yeah.
I don't think I can't argue with that sentiment. I think that would be awesome.
Literally, like how the Eldar have. They make a Dreadnought, like bigger Dreadnought than usual.
Yeah.
With a sword.
I think that would be very cool, Matthew. I think that's a great idea.
Or a Titan with a sword.
Or a Titan with a sword.
Like how the Eldar do.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome. I'd be into that. But anyway, yeah, and then we've got the Inferno Squad. I mean, yeah, well, I'm painting 3 of these guys at the moment as Dark Angels, having just started. They're a bit of a test set of models for my Dark Angel army that I'm going to be working on. If it depends how I feel about them when I paint them. They're basically gonna. Can I sell myself on Dark Angels? I do I'm into it, but we'll see how we get on. I'm presuming these are the push fit guys, rather than a multi-part assembly box, but I'm not quite sure, to be honest. And it doesn't really say, so here we are. But that's what I'm assuming that's there. Then we've seen these guys before. These are Kill Team, and these are Space Marine Scouts.
I like that one, but I'm not.
You like the guy with the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So Kill Team, these are all going to be individually tailored models with different skill sets and so on. These have been out previously, but as part of a big box where you also got some Eldar. Spoilers, we're going to see them in a second. But this time they're being released on their own, so there we are. So then we've got Eldari Blades of Cain. So these are the Striking Scorpions. I do like the Striking Scorpions.
Did they get some new miniatures? Is that like a new revamp?
This is the revamp. So we saw these previously. So we talked about these a while back when they were released as part of a box with the Space Marine Scouts. This time they've been released as a box for themselves. I think you could happily turn these out at 40k as well. And yeah, they're decent. I'd quite like an Exarch model with them, but maybe that's the Exarch. I don't know. I can't really tell. But here we are. Anyway, it's a good set of models. I do like these.
They've got funny guns.
Yeah, they have. Well, these are little as pistols with the chainswords. They're good. Yeah, I like the Strike Scorpions. I mean, I said this at the time when they released them previously. I just think they're good, but I was a big fan of the Striking Scorpions. I just find these are a little bit. They're just bog standard, really. They're just what you'd expect. I just think they could have done something a bit more interesting with them, but I couldn't tell you what that is. I'm not paid to do the design work here. This is Games Workshop's job.
You need to get a job at Games Workshop.
Well, one day. I mean, I could double my salary just by getting that staff discount, I reckon.
And me.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'd be good there.
Yeah, get you in there as well.
Sword with whatever they're called with sword.
Yeah, you think?
Dreadnought with sword.
Dreadnought, so giving them ideas. The ideas man. Is that what you're aiming to be?
Pay me, Warhammer. Pay me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You will me.
Yeah, he's very cheap, and those child labour laws are very. They're more guidelines.
That was banned in 1890.
They were guidelines more than anything else. I'm pretty sure.
They were banned hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, so also we've got some Legions Imperialis stuff. So this weekend we're finally going to be having our first game of it, aren't we, Matthew?
Yes.
So I've been building tiny little fiddly infantrymen all week. It's a bit of a chore, to be honest. They're hard work. They're so fiddly. But I've almost got them done now.
I just watch him while he's struggling.
Yeah, it's so fiddly.
Same with Mum.
So fiddly.
Same with Mum. She just watches you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have that done for the weekend, and we'll go over battle on Sunday, aren't we? That's the plan.
Well, Saturday, either one.
Well, I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be still building them on Saturday. That's my thinking. But we've got this new book, so this is a campaign book, I think.
The Great Slaughter.
Yeah, so bits and pieces of rules around it. We've got that. So we've got this box of support stuff. So this is basically support guns for the Solar Auxilia, who were basically the Imperial Guard in Horus Heresy times. So we've got all these support. These are Raptors, I think.
Am I playing as a Solar Auxilia?
Yeah, I think you're going to be playing as a Solar Auxilia. I think these are like little bomb tanks or something like that.
They're like very little, and they drive under the big tanks and explode.
Yeah, maybe so. So these are Tarantulas, I think. I think these are Tarantulas.
Tarantula?
Yeah.
They don't have 8 legs though.
I'm thinking back to first edition 40k, and because they are tarantulas indeed, aren't they?
It would be cool if they made like a tank with 8 legs and it was called Tarantula.
You think so?
Well,
they've got 4 legs.
And it moves like this.
They've got 4 and then two gun arm things.
It needs 8.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Then we've got the Legions Imperialis Support. I prefer these. I think these are all right. They're a bit like, well, fine. They're good. They'll be good in the game, but don't really excite me that much of these guys. Oh,
I like them.
I'm liking the Dreadnoughts.
I like them.
I'm liking all them dreads.
You better not buy them because that's unfair then. I mean, look how
well,
good they are.
well, if I did, I'd get both boxes probably. We'll see how we get on in the game. If we really enjoy it, I might pick these up because I do like the Leviathan
Well, if you get them,
Dreadnaughts
I'm playing as them then.
No, mine.
No.
I do like all the dreadnoughts. They are fantastic models. I think so little. They're so little. So little dreadnoughts. Yeah, little support guns. What are the support guns called? Hellfire plasma cannonades, rapier batteries with quad launchers and laser destroyers. So yeah, I do like these. I also like these a lot. So you're not okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like the Malador Infernus and Malador tank destroyers?
Too long. It can get shot easily.
It's because it needs this to carry all the fuel for the gun. So basically what they've done with this tank is they've stripped out the interior, put one massive flamethrower on the front.
And then there's like a driver and a gunner.
Yeah, and it's just pulling a big tank of fuel for the gun.
And then an oiler as well.
Yeah. What do you think of these other two here, these guys? The ones that aren't pulling the stuff.
I like them, but again, they're too long.
You think they're too long?
They can get shot easily.
Do you think, not for you, you're thinking then? You're not into these tanks?
No, I would paint them, but I wouldn't really use them in a real life battle.
You don't think? No. Oh, fair enough. We've also got some Spartan assault tanks.
That's better.
You like
Those
these?
Are shorter.
So these Space Marine ones, these are Space
Probably
Marine
a lot
ones.
quicker too.
Yeah, they've got a few variants of guns by the looks of things, so different types of guns.
They're probably more movable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like these as well. I think these are pretty good. I do like the Spartans. These guys are alright, you know.
If these guys were a bit shorter, they'd be perfect.
I think what I like about them is that, just as in general, the tanks, they are such a different style. So they're very distinctive between the two factions. Because bear in mind, they're both Imperial factions. It could have been they were a bit samey, but they are quite distinct, and you get quite a bit of variation there. And I do like that. I embrace this model. I've got army cards, so these are giving you like information about each detachment. I am tempted to pick these up actually because I think it might be quite useful to have the cards to play. And actually, what I'm thinking back to is the back in the days of Epic. Which I used to play in the 90s, which basically this is a bit of an update of Epic, but the miniatures a bit bigger, which we used to play back in the day. They used to, like, everything was on cards, and you'd build your army up by getting cards and placing them down, add all the information you need, all the rules. So I think that's what the idea behind this is.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Because I am proper old.
You're 40 something.
43, that's how old I am. We've got some Black Library stuff going on, so there's a bundle of books by looks of things.
Don't like.
Warhammer Plus, normal selection. Not been any new animations for a while. I've not seen anything particularly since Prior Nexus that I can recall, which is a bit of a shame, but we do have the standard lore masters. Oh, so we've got some lore about the mandrakes. That's what's going on with the lore masters. Battle report is...
And a masterclass of a doggo.
It is masterclass of doggos. Oh, they're having a jousting competition? What? That's mental.
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, chivalric knights doing a bit of a
How
jousting
did you not
tournament.
see the Valentine bit?
I
literally mentioned it.
Oh, is it? Oh, they're playing a game of Full Tilt, which is a mini game from White Dwarf 215. Oh, I'm into that. That's a great idea. I'm gonna watch that. I think I'll watch that battle report, Matthew. That sounds a great idea. Anyway, there we go. So that's it. So that's what we've got this week. What is your favourite out of all these things we've seen here? So we had the various Space Marines, only one that's particularly new. The rest were out of Leviathan box, which is good, but we've seen many times. Space Marine Scouts, Striking Scorpions.
It's these guys.
I was going to go exactly the same. I think the little Diddy Leviathans. Oh, that's it for me. They'll do me. Surprisingly complex to put together. I'd have made these as a one-piece model, to be honest, but they've made them as multi-part kits. They're take quite a lot of putting together.
Sit down.
Yeah, exactly. But it's all right. But it's all right. It is all right. Anyway, there we go. So that's the releases for this week. So what do you think of that, Matthew? What do you reckon?
It was decent compared to what we've had.
Yeah, it was a bit busier, wasn't it? A few more models coming out. Space Marines, Leviathan, up our street, really, wasn't it? It was up our street. But yeah, there we go. So what are we going to say to the viewers anyway?
I think we say goodbye, like and subscribe.
We do say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.